was jamming, dude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I guess that one's showing up. Oh, man. What's up? How's it going?
That one's showing up. What did I say something?
That Jimmy is showing up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys. It might go away.
Jimmy Hard Dick Haldeman.
Yeah, man, that was such a badass song. I was banging my head while I was waiting for it to finish. Like, damn, I want to fucking kill people. I want to kill my whole family.
And then there was silence.
All right, yeah.
Complete silence.
Let me go ahead and grab my face. Okay, so before we get on to what the topic is, what's the news? Any Nexium news, dude?
No, didn't look into it. I was too busy concentrating on some other stuff.
This podcast is a fucking shit show.
Wait. I do have I do have one thing though. I just want to congratulate what was her name? And the Prince guy.
Oh yeah, the what was it called? The incest wedding or something like that?
Yeah.
It's called
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, I think it was called the incest wedding on the news.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It was called the incest wedding.
Congratulations to them, and I really feel bad for the child that was probably sacrificed that night.
Yeah, I hope your baby doesn't come out with 6 toes or something. So.
Yeah, well, I think they're trying to go outside the marriage.
I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
Well, no, because they kill them.
Well, their DNA is already all muddled up. Like literally, the royal family is just a cult family, except for they have money.
Pretty much. I think the Queen is actually the largest landowner in the world. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I read that once.
Yeah, I think you told me about that one time, and I was like, "Wow, Jake's lying to me because he's an idiot." No.
Wow, you're gonna be a complete dick tonight. You got to take this serious. This is a serious.
All right, I'm serious.
Serious topic.
I'm
serious.
I'm serious right now.
Serious.
Okay.
No, so I don't have a Nexium update. They're still all dicks, and they should all be fucking hung.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
It is branching out into other people, though. I do know that.
Okay.
I don't know. Google it. Look into it.
Okay. All right. So.
Was that it? Oh.
Well, I got some stuff.
Wait. 1 second. What's his name? Still a dick. Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold, eat my asshole.
Hey, Tom Arnold.
You're a dick.
You got me banned on Twitter.
Yeah. What did you say? You can say it now.
No, I can't say it. I can't say it on podcast.
Why? Will you get banned from podcast?
No, but I can't say. What if somebody who wants to fucking sponsor us listens to this video and hears what I had to say?
Dude, do you hear all the other shit we say?
It's not nearly as bad.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So fuck you, Tom.
What
Arnold.
I said on Tom Arnold's post is definitely not safe for life.
Yeah.
So,
okay. All right. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. That's
okay.
That's all
now
that.
it's your stage.
Yeah.
Here.
So somebody very close to me died recently. By close to me, he was a meme, and I thought he was great. If you know who he is, it's Young King Dave, and if you don't know that name, you probably recognize him from the memes where he was like, "Yo, anybody got some loud?" And he was, "Why are you laughing? This is serious."
I know, but those memes are funny.
This is serious. And then one of his other masterpieces where he's out in Amish and he's like, "I'm smoking doinks in Amish," and he's really big. He was really big, but apparently he died. I don't know how he died. There's some rumor that he died on like operating table.
No, he died in the hospital. Something else.
Collapsed lung.
He was in there for something else, and then his fucking lung collapsed. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. That's what the kid said.
I don't know anything about that, but yeah, man, I got a shot. Got a shot here, and I'm doing this for Young King Dave because he made me laugh, man, and I'm sad that he died because I'm never gonna see him post about doinks ever again, and it's kind of sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and cheers to Young King Dave. All right,
here's for Young King Dave.
Yeah,
doinks. There you go.
Dude, how did you think that was bad? That's nothing.
Dude, I almost fucking puked.
Are you fucking for real?
Yeah, I'm fucking for real.
Dude, that was nothing. That was nothing. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. I'm being silly right now. That wasn't that bad, though. I was expecting to be, like, knocked away. Which I'm not sure what I was expecting, because I have drank Kraken straight up before.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I thought it was going to be worse. Maybe I thought it was going to be worse because I wasn't going to be sipping it, and I was just going to throat it. But
Throwed it. Throwed it. That was pretty hot.
Kind of reminds. It gives me that same warmth in my chest that whiskey does when I drink whiskey.
Throwed it.
So that's pretty good.
Just throwed it.
So why don't you tell us about our topic this week, Jake?
Okay, so this week we are going to be talking about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Tom
9/11.
Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
Of Blink 182 fame.
Yeah. He's pretty crazy. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, he's got some ideas.
Yeah.
And some stuff.
I loosely know stuff about him. I know about his company, and I watched the podcast where he was on Joe Rogan, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, that was kind of a train wreck, I think, that podcast.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, man.
So to get a feel for it, I'm going to explain a little bit about Tom DeLonge here. I went a little, I tried to go a little in depth so we can see what type of person Tom DeLonge is, so we can figure out where he's going with this stuff here. Okay, so Tom DeLonge, he's from California. He's born in 1975.
Yeah.
So that puts him at,
I think he definitely
40-something
definitely
years old.
sounds like he's from, what is he, Southern California?
Poway, wherever Poway is.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that when he sings that song, "Where are you? I'm sorry." He sounds California.
Yeah.
Like those other guys that I make fun of. I forget what their name is.
Yeah. Apparently he was a big time skateboarder, the whole 9 yards.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So we all know he was in Blink 182. I like some Blink songs. He was in another band, too, Boxcar Racer, which I prefer over all of them, actually.
Really?
Yeah, Boxcar Racer.
You like them more than Blink? All in all?
They only did one album, but I like the album. The album's really good.
Okay.
It kind of has Blink in it, but
I remember you had me listen to one of their songs.
Yeah.
And it sounded like Blink. Sounded like Blink with Tom DeLonge in it.
yeah, pretty much. And then he was in Angel and Airwaves. There's another band there.
I don't think I heard that one.
Yeah, funny thing about Angel and Airwaves, to get a feel how Tom DeLonge is, he when he started that band after he left Blink 182 for, I believe, the second time, he said Angel and Airwaves is the greatest rock and roll band that there ever is going to be. And
I've never even heard of them.
They were going to change the course of history in the way music was made.
Wow, that sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously that didn't happen because that album sucked. I had that album too. But
go on.
Yeah, so let's see. When did they get famous? They Blink 182 first formed in 92. They had the big break in 97 with their album Dude Ranch. They had a cool song on there called Damn It. It's pretty cool. But then they really blew up with Enema of the State, which came out around 99.
I have that album.
Yeah, and that's where they were in constant rotation and constant figures on MTV.
I had that album. That album's awesome. I had that entire album on my fucking MP3 player. I used to listen to it all the time.
Yeah, it was.
And
dude, well,
do you
it was all over MTV. It was like drilled into our fucking brains.
Yeah, there were so many hit songs in there.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember the fucking cover art for the album on it? It was
the porn
nurse.
star.
It was the nurse.
Yeah,
the nurse with the butterfly tattoo.
Yeah, she's a porn star, dude.
Who is
I have no clue who she is.
Well, I'm gonna have to research it.
Yeah,
we're gonna have
Jamie's got
Jamie / Mike do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a porn star. If you check into that.
Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch some of her videos later.
Okay, and this is how smart Tom DeLonge is. He acted all goofy on TV, MTV, when he's on stage.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen their stage performances. They're fucking hilarious. Dick and fart jokes. You heard some of their songs about fucking grandpa, fucking dogs.
I want to fucking dog.
I mean, really funny shit. Sounds like an immature little fucking douchebag.
Well, that's what's so great about him, man.
Yeah, but he really wasn't like that. He actually, when Blink started to take off, he actually started to pocket money and set it aside because he foresaw the future, that Blink wouldn't be forever. And so he actually started a couple companies. He started Macbeth Footwear, He started a tech and design firm.
All right, so the name of the porn star is
what is
Janine Linden Mulder. I'm sorry, I totally
That
blocked
is not a porn star name. She got like a stage name, like flapping pussy or something.
Busty ass.
Busty ass.
Busty ass.
Also known as Janine Marie James.
Phyllis my Kraken. So Tom DeLonge wasn't a dumb fuck. He started Macbeth Footwear. He started a tech and design company. He actually started another clothing company with Mark Hoppus, who is the bassist and co-writer for Blink 182. Mm-hmm. But they ended up selling that company for a buttload of money. And then, 2011.
So he knows business.
He knows business like fucking crazy, dude. He has built himself a small enterprise. If you go check him out online, you can see he is no fucking douchebag. He knows how to make a business. He knows how to make money. He actually scored and produced a fiction film. It's called Love. In 2013, he actually wrote a fucking children's book. It's called The Lonely Astronaut on Christmas Eve. Motherfucker wrote children's books. He went from fucking grandpa and jerking off the dog to writing children fucking books.
Yeah, man. You know what? That's kind of crazy. What's his net worth?
I don't know what his net worth is. Jamie might have to check that out.
Sorry to get you guys
but I just wrote this down for a side note here. His father and mother from California. His father was actually a senior executive for an oil company.
That's kind of alarming.
I didn't research the oil company, but all I know is it's an oil company.
He's got a net worth of $80 million.
80 million. See, he's no fucking dummy. He is no fucking dummy.
I mean, I don't know about what you know about musicians, but is that high for musicians?
It's pretty good. I mean, a lot of musicians, they're up there. They're selling albums. They're not selling albums anymore, but they're out there doing tours. They're doing this. They're doing that. And a lot of them are very sloppy with their money, just like actors. Look at Johnny Depp. Poor bastard's broke as fuck.
Yeah.
Perfect example. That guy should be worth more than fucking the moon. And he pissed all his fucking money away. Yeah. He's so far in fucking debt, and he has shit.
Yeah, that you make a good point there.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
And Tom's mom, Connie, apparently she was a nice woman too. She was actually a lifelong mortgage broker. So she was in the mortgage business. So both his parents came from money. They made money. It was all good.
They were like business people.
Yeah. I mean, he still comes from a divorced family. They did divorce, but, it's whatever. And, so that's that. So, and from some of the videos I watched, a lot of people around Blink 182, around Tom DeLonge, they say he can be very, hey, I'm a lot better than you.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't give that impression.
He seems... Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But then again, this is just people talking.
Yeah.
These could be
these
people
could just be
trying to get their name in a video, trying to get on TV somewhere.
It could also be people who are just pissed off that he has 80 million net worth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know what that ding was.
That was my computer. Sorry, everybody. I forgot to mute my shit.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, okay. As we move forward here, and he leaves Blink 182... or even when he's in Blink 182, he's really trying to explore his. He's trying to do all he can to just get his name out.
Yeah.
He wants to be famous. Like from what I see, like he wants to be beyond famous. He wants to be the guy. A good example is when he got into politics in 2004. Mm-hmm. He actually toured with John Kerry. John Kerry was a presidential candidate, Democratic presidential candidate.
I remember.
Yeah. Tom DeLonge actually went on what they call the political circuit. They actually he was on that for weeks. with John Kerry.
John Kerry.
Hanging out with John Kerry, pushing the whole John
I wonder
Kerry's.
if that's why he had connection with John Podesta and stuff. They're Democrats.
Yes, he's very in with some high up Democratic people.
I don't like that. It's not because they're Democrats, but it's because they're classic politicians. I don't like them. Simple.
Yeah, I don't like politicians either.
Yeah.
They're built to lie.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They fucking lie. Okay, and a little more about him. Yeah. Angel and Airwaves. Yeah, they sucked.
They sucked?
Yeah, I didn't like them. Did you ever hear them? I didn't like them. Did you hear them?
Nope.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible,
Nope.
dude. And Tom said they were going to be the greatest band ever, and they were going to change fucking
Gonna have
history.
to listen to them later.
Blah, blah, blah. But yeah. So shortly after he started the whole Angel and Airwaves thing, his managers, because he was just out there. Tom was saying all this weird shit. So, and I didn't know this. His managers actually had to have an intervention with him.
What kind of, like an intervention that wasn't about drugs? So.
It was about drugs.
Oh, so it was about drugs. Okay.
Yes. Yes. He had a huge addiction to prescription pills.
I believe
prescription
it.
pain
I believe
pills.
it. He looks like the kind of guy.
Yeah. He said it was from a back injury he had.
Yeah.
And
he just kept going with it.
Yeah, he had a surgery. He just kept going with it. But his managers actually thought he was losing his fucking mind, just because of this, the shit he was saying, the shit he was talking about, just weird
shit.
shit.
He was doing.
The shit he wanted to do business wise, everything.
Yeah.
And they started to think that his ambitious beliefs were intensified because of his addiction.
Yeah.
So apparently he kicked the fucking addiction. I don't know. He sniffles a lot when I watch him in fucking videos today. But that could just be because his nose is fucking burnt out. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. So, so in 2016, that's when he started hardcore on the UFO thing. He released 2016. He released a book.
Wasn't it earlier than that though? Didn't he have like a whole store dedicated to like the alien thing? Like a little like.
It really didn't take off until 2016.
Oh, you mean by like how well it took off?
Yeah, because
I knew he had. Did he write the books in 2016?
See, that's when the Secret Machine books started to come out, and he hooked up with another UFO guy.
Yeah. And
they basically wrote it was classified as fiction. This series, it was the first book in the series of Secret Machines, and basically it dealt with a lot of the book dealt with Nazi Germany in World War II, and some Antarctica shit, real freaky shit.
Can we take a pause right here?
Yeah, okay.
We were just talking about Dogma. My friend, who's very
Dogma's
big,
an awesome movie.
Very big into movies. She goes.
She better not trash it, dude.
She's educated on it. And she said, I asked her if I should watch it, and she said, if you're gay, sure.
Wow. What a fucking turd. What do they call turds in fucking Australia?
I say that I type gay.
Dude, I can't believe she trashed that movie.
Hey man, I believe her. She has
fucking believe her on that.
Listen. She has her opinion on things are way more comprehensive than me. She goes to fucking college for this shit. I don't believe her. But I'll still watch it. I'll still watch Dogma.
You better fucking watch it.
I'll watch it.
Because I don't know what she's talking about. That fucking movie's awesome.
I'll form my own opinion. It was the 1999 film, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, whatever. I'll go watch it. I'll form my own fucking opinion, I guess.
I don't know. I enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
Doesn't she like a lot of fucking dick and fart jokes or something?
What? I don't think so.
99? George Carlin isn't in that one.
Well,
is he? I can't remember.
Sorry to go off on a tangent, guys. But
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked for her opinion, so I don't know what to tell you, man. But
yeah, he's Cardinal Glick.
Yeah, that's right. Cardinal Glick. Buddy Christ.
Yeah. They just called it a fucking joke.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? That movie's not a fucking joke, dude. Dude, I wish we were live so we could take a fucking call in. That movie is not fucking shit, dude. Whatever, you're making me angry now. I'm fucking getting angry.
Go on. Go on with Tom DeLonge, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god. Well, anyway, so the books were about reverse engineering. And within the books, he said he got a lot of high-level information from government insiders.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So he caused a lot of fucking attention there. And then he was going around, running around. Yeah. I got all these contacts. I got this circle. Blah, blah, blah. And, dude, he was just blowing up the UFO world. He was on everyone. He was on, what's the fucking show we listened to? Coast to Coast. He was on Coast to Coast a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on a bunch of different shows. You know.
Well, when he was on Coast to Coast, he sounded good.
Yeah, you know.
It sounded good when he was on Coast to Coast, man.
Saying he's got all these contacts, all this other shit, and I don't know. It's just it's weird shit to me, and
yeah, like I told you, man, when you first introduced me to Tom DeLonge, in terms of the whole UFO thing, you had me watching videos about him. I think you had me on the Coast to Coast clip about him and stuff like that. My thing about Tom DeLonge is that let's address the glaring flaw in him getting information from the CIA. Let's address that real quick.
Well, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Oh, you want to get into that later then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, basically, man, like I said from the beginning though, I don't know if I fucking believe him. I think he believes himself, and I think the people around him he believes. I just don't. I don't think that.
I think you're absolutely right. I think he believes 150%.
Yeah.
Into himself.
Yeah. He thinks he's right.
I don't know, but anyway, here
go on, man.
I'm gonna play a clip. Like I said, he was all around the UFO circuit, and there's this really big UFO conference because they have UFO conferences all the fucking time. But there's this really big one where they actually presented him with a fucking award. I mean, the guy came out of nowhere as far as a UFO searcher. I mean, I've listened to UFO searchers forever. All the big ones. My favorite up until like 2 years ago was Grant Cameron. He's out of Canada, but I think that bird lost his fucking mind. So I just want to play Tom DeLonge's acceptance speech. It's a short clip here.
Yeah.
It's him accepting his award for UFO Researcher of the fucking Year.
I'm Tom DeLonge, and I want to say thank you for acknowledging some of the hard work I've been putting into some subject matter that concerns us all, and that you're passionate about, just like I. It's been a crazy whirlwind of a year or two. There's a lot that I can't say, but there's some that I can. And I'm so appreciative that I've been acknowledged for this stuff, but I'm not done. I'm just like you guys. I've spent 20 years up all night reading about Roswell, Dulce, Serpo, Churchill, the crashes here, Nazis building craft there, and Antarctica, and what's on Mars, and what's on the back of the moon, and structures and anomalous this, and I mean, I've done it all. I know it all. I read all the same authors as you guys, hundreds of books. I look at all the same sites. I listen to all the coast-to-coast stuff that you guys do. I'm the same. But I kind of used some of my notoriety to try and do something pretty ambitious, and it worked. I came out and told you guys about a book I was writing called Secret Machines, and I said a bunch of stuff that I was working with some people. Well, I think a lot of people doubted it, and they thought it was crazy that this musician would have this kind of access. And then the WikiLeaks thing happened, and I think you guys saw that I'm into some serious shit, and I'm making really good progress. I can't tell you what I'm about to announce. If you look at my social media, at least on my Instagram, you'll see that I said there's going to be an announcement in like within the next 60-ish days. I want you all to know in the UFO community that, you know, whoever's passionate about this kind of paradigm-shifting subject matter, I need you all to look really, really closely at that announcement, and I need you to be a part of it. Because what that announcement is about is so much more than it will look like on the surface. And I need you guys to come along for the ride. You have to be a part of it, and you'll see what that means when the announcement comes out. But I want you, as an educated group of people, to read between the lines and look at the history of what I've been doing over the past couple years and get a sense for what the hell I'm getting ready to do. If you guys come along for the ride, it's going to be pretty fantastic. I'll leave you with one thing. My job has only just begun on this subject matter, and there's some big shit planned, and I'm excited about it. Just remember that whatever happens in the civilian world, it's game on.
Did he just...
Okay?
Yeah.
Remember that. Thank you, and have a good night.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, God. Listen, all right. So
that was from February 2017.
Objectively, there's nothing wrong with what he said. The problem is that we're now a year in, and there's nothing. It's been, ever since 2016, he's been pushing this shit. There's nothing. Nothing. Yeah. There's nothing. He showed fucking Joe Rogan YouTube videos. That's fucking retarded.
Okay, now this is my take from that.
Okay.
My take from his little thing there. First of all, I take him as very conceited, very cocky.
Kinda.
But yet, he's
trying to come off as humble.
And he's trying to stress the fact that I'm one of you.
I have the info.
He has the
info.
He is asking the UFO community for acceptance.
Yeah.
And personally, I think he's begging for it.
Yeah.
That's the way I perceive this video. Because I've been watching UFO guys forever.
Yeah.
Okay? And the way he's talking there is...
Not like UFO guys. Because no offense to you, man. I know you're one of them UFO guys. Sometimes. But, sometimes when you watch these UFO guys on YouTube, they're fucking insane. They're not very personable.
My favorite part is when he said, I know it all.
Yeah.
I know it all.
Yeah.
Okay. You know it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Where he gets his information from, and like he honestly thinks he does. He thinks that he does. He means that statement. I think. I think he does mean what he says. He
does.
But just because he means what he says doesn't mean that's the fucking truth, by any fucking means, dude. He might know nothing. And there's been nothing. His stupid fucking company's been up for how long now? Like a year or two? His actual company that you can fucking invest in?
I believe that was October of 2000. Yeah, it was October of 2017.
Yeah. Okay. So he basically fucking said, I got this fucking company. We'll talk about that later, his fucking company. But just a rundown, if you guys don't know. He has a fucking company. You can invest in it.
Yeah.
And then eventually make returns. You'll make returns, supposedly.
It's called To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences.
Yeah, and these guys all kind of do studies and work with quote-unquote alien technology.
And wait till you hear who these guys are. But yeah.
Were you going to get into the academy anyway?
Now? Big time.
Were you about to get into it like just now or something?
Yeah. I'm trying to worry about time here.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm trying to lay a basis. I'm probably doing a really shitty job at it, but that's okay because that's who I am. But it's like I say all the time. If you're into this shit and you want to hear more and you want to hear some half fucking crack and bake motherfucker talk about it, go search for yourself and look into it. Form your own opinion.
Yeah, there's tons of information out there. It's easy to fucking access.
Yeah, big time.
Now, that being said, sometimes you access some fucking crazy motherfucker. Sometimes you go onto some guy who's saying that Antarctica is where the hole for the hollow Earth is.
And there's Nazis living there.
Yeah.
Which I maybe believe. I don't know. I've never been to Antarctica. Have you?
You're not allowed to be there.
You're not. You're not allowed to be there.
So
You're absolutely right. And most people don't know that. You are not allowed to be in fucking Antarctica.
Side note, talking about Antarctica real quick, because maybe we'll do an episode about it. Antarctica?
Oh, we got to, because it's just fucking amazing.
Okay, let's talk about fucking Antarctica. Antarctica, the thing about Antarctica is that I don't think there's anything crazy going on there. By crazy, I mean like nothing like hollow fucking Earth entrances, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think there's something crazy enough to the point where they don't let people go there. Like, to the point where they're like, you have to be a high-level politician.
Yeah, you can't
or
just
an official
go there.
to be here. And you're only allowed to visit. You can't stay.
They do have, there is, I forget the company. There is one company you're allowed to take tours there. It costs a fortune. Mm-hmm. And you only get to go certain areas.
You can't go towards the inside of Antarctica.
Yeah, and most of the time
it's
you're
a
on a
no-fly
plane.
zone there.
Yeah, and most of the time you're on a plane and you're on the outsides, or you're in the water and you're watching fucking whales before the Japanese fucking slaughter them. But
wow.
Yeah, so Antarctica, and who knows, it could be the world elite. They just found like this huge colony of all these hot fucking bitches, and they're just keeping them all to themselves. They like live under the ice.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
And they just wear like ice bikinis and stuff. Or
that
something.
sounds uncomfortable.
I don't know.
Awful.
I don't know. I'm just.
All
digging.
I know is that I
digging.
got no fucking girlfriend. Let me in Antarctica.
Oh man, here we
I
go.
heard that they're 9 feet fucking tall and have huge old fucking titties that hang to the ground, and I don't care. I like titties. If they hang to the ground, I'll slap them around. Plap, 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 plap. You know?
Death by snoo snoo.
Death by snoo snoo. Step on my nuts. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm alone. I need somebody.
All right. You should fucking invest into the Stars Academy.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you want a girlfriend, invest into the Stars Academy.
All right. For anyone who doesn't know, you can go to, it's called tothestarsacademy.com.
Yeah.
That is Mr. DeLonge's site where he is going to
Change the world, man.
change
everything.
change the fucking world
He's gonna change everything.
like you will not believe. And matter of fact, here.
Kind of like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Go
dude,
ahead.
I'm full of them. I'm
Okay,
full.
man. Oh.
Because I want people to know that this shit is real, because it sounds completely absurd.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Tom DeLonge talking a little bit about his company. Okay.
Okay.
I got the opportunity to go up to Lockheed Martin's The Skunk Works, and I remember I went through this guard gate, and they had machine guns. And then first I had to do my fingerprints and all that kind of stuff, and then I got to go through the machine guns. And then I go through this door that's locked up with security inside, another door with electronic codes and more security. I get into a hallway, and there's like hundreds of speakers lining this long hallway with just white noise, just static playing to drown out everyone's conversations. And then there were more.
Hold on. Before we go any further with this video, I just want to point out, this is the guy who wrote a song about his grandpa fucking him. Okay?
He rubs his dick in broken glass, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, here we go.
Doors that were as thick as a safe with these rotary locks, and you go in there's no windows, there are very few people, and it's the elite of the elite aerospace engineers that are building the stuff that comes out that frankly most people think are UFOs in the sky when they see them. I am a kid in a candy store.
Okay. So that's him talking now. Now he was on the stage.
I would just like to point out, when you go to his website,
Yeah.
the first thing you see is either a big button to say play video or a big button that says invest. That's the first two things you get to
And
see.
when you used to go to that website, because I was seriously looking into this shit for investment. We had talked about
Side
it.
note, me and Jake were actually thinking about this.
Yeah.
Because we were
Minimum investment is $200.
There came a point before he was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah,
where
it was
me and-
before Joe Rogan's
Yeah,
podcast.
before when me and Jake were like, "Oh shit, this is kind of a big deal, isn't it?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Let's say this is real, and this goes somewhere."
Yeah.
And it's like the return on this would be fucking huge.
Phenomenal. It would be phenomenal.
We would be It would be like people who've invested in fucking Apple.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Like if it did turn around like that.
And there's a minimum investment of $200.
Yeah.
So I was looking into it.
Yeah, and we were like, I wonder if we should do this. This
Yeah.
sounds like it might be a good idea. And then the Joe Rogan podcast happened. And then that changed. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Joe Rogan podcast a little bit later. But, fuck, man.
But yeah, when you used to go to that... when you used to go to that website, like right now it just shows how many people are invested. Yeah. It used to show the amount of money, which is still under $3 million. Now, if you don't know the shit these guys are talking about doing, okay, $3 million ain't gonna cut it.
No, that's a drop.
You're talking billions.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about building spacecraft that can fucking traverse space and fucking time.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
They literally, just to give you guys a fucking taste, he was on Joe Rogan saying that they had red. It was literally called red technology or some shit. Yeah. Where he was able to, they were there. The reason that they were able to travel so far is not because they were going fast, but because they were able to stop time. Yeah. Then move and then continue.
Move around time.
Yeah. And then that's how they moved so fast. Yeah. And I was like, the fuck is this Star Trek ass shit, dude? Yeah. What the fuck crazy. Are you talking about?
It's crazy. It's out of this fucking world. And for someone like me, I've been a UFO junkie my whole fucking life.
With no evidence. It'd be one thing if he had like dead ass evidence. He showed fucking Joe Rogan a goddamn YouTube video. Yeah. What the fuck, man? Yeah. Are you fucking retarded?
A black triangle. That everybody's seen 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah, it's developed by fucking light.
And that one guy who's on Joe Rogan quite a bit, he's the debunker. Yeah. I forget his name.
I don't like that guy either.
Yeah, I don't fucking like him either. I follow
him. No offense. He's the kind of guy who debunks shit. Yeah. No offense to him.
He tore those videos to fucking apart.
No offense to him or anything. Yeah. But my thing about debunkers half the time is that debunkers are the kind of people who are like, really? Really? You think this is real?
6 plus 2. It's a fucking 62. No, those are the wrong guys.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
All right. So,
what does 62 mean?
All right. So, okay.
What does it mean?
Here's the big should-do behind Academy to the Stars. Now, Tom set up this crew.
My ass hurts.
Actually, if you listen to his earlier shit, he really didn't set up this crew. These people came to him.
What?
They were
no fucking way.
Yeah, they were his. These were his. In the beginning of his UFO, when he started this whole thing, he kept referring to his advisors. Wow. These are his advisors. Okay, so the company the company is you have Tom DeLonge, who is labeled as the president and the CEO. Okay, so already we got a batshit crazy guy running this company.
Yeah.
Okay, the vice president of operations is a man by the name of Jim Semivan. Okay, I know Jim Semivan's name because I've listened to UFO shit forever.
Yeah.
But let me tell you who Jim Semivan is. He is a retired senior intelligence service member.
I think I've heard about this guy.
Of the CIA.
I've heard about
the CIA.
I've actually heard about
him in videos. And since retirement, he has still worked as a consultant for the intelligence community.
Yeah, once you're out of the CIA, you're not really out.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the vice president of this company, who is CIA. Okay, then you have this other guy, the next guy in line, who is the vice president of technology. His name is Dr. Hal Puthoff. I also know his name from being into UFO stuff. His name's been bounced around for years.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Mr. Puthoff, or Dr. Puthoff, since 1985, he's the president and CEO of Earth and Tech International. It's some big tech company. I really don't know what it is. Don't care. Because what I care about is the other stuff. This is boring. He published numerous papers on electro beams and devices, lasers, and space propulsion. So apparently knows about that shit.
Say that again. He published papers on it. He didn't do any work on it.
Yeah, but what he is, he's been an advisory person for almost 5 decades for General Electric.
Oh, okay.
The National Security Agency.
Wow.
Stanford University. And SRI International, which I have no fucking clue what it is.
That sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
Sounds important. But he regularly, to this day,
Three fucking letters, man. You know what they say about 3 letters?
Fucking A, they fuck you in the face every time.
They're fucking kids, man.
They're fucking kids. And to this day, he still regularly advises NASA. He advises the Department of Defense. And he advises the United States intelligence communities. Okay?
Okay.
And he is all about technology. He's big on technology now, and he develops shit for future trends of technology. Okay, so here's another guy. Okay, so you have the vice president, CIA. Mm-hmm. You have the vice president of technology, who's also involved in the intelligence community.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we get to the next guy. It just gets worse. We get to the next guy. Steve Justice. He's supposedly the aerospace division director. Mm-hmm. Whatever the hell that is. For the academy. Okay.
Scully's here.
Now,
Scully's here.
He's come from the defense aerospace industry. Yeah. So now he's defense. This one's the kicker. He's retired. He spent 31 years as program director for advanced systems at Lockheed Martin in Skunk Works. Okay.
Well, Lockheed Martin, I gotta say, is a pretty big deal.
Skunk Works is the bigger deal because Skunk Works basically built Area 51.
Really?
Anything of our technology you can trace back to Skunk Works. Skunk Works developed...
I've never even heard of them, man.
All black projects.
Skunk Works is as black as black. That's where all your tax money goes that you don't get to fucking know about. You're talking SR-71 Blackbird, B-2 stealth bomber, the F-117A stealth fighter.
They have to do with
drones.
They're straight up Lockheed Martin.
Yeah.
An official pseudonym for Lockheed Martin Advanced Development.
Yeah. There's Lockheed Martin. Woo, we make planes, and then there's Skunk Works. We make shit that go to fucking other realms. Okay, these guys are so fucking far out there. So that's him. So he's tied in, and here's another guy. 31 years in the government. 31 years. So far we haven't mentioned one person who's not connected. You know?
Yeah.
And then the next one is my favorite. This guy is the guy. Remember when who the hell was that? The paper that dropped that report a couple months ago. That blew the whole Tom DeLonge thing open. They had the video. Yeah, they had the video of the UFO. They were on CNN was talking about it. Fox, SNBC.
Oh, were you talking about that video of the black thing in the sky?
Yeah.
Where everybody was freaking out about.
And they said the Pentagon released that and blah blah blah. Yeah. Well, the guy who was going around doing all the talking for that is this guy Luis Elizondo, and he's supposedly the director of global security for the academy. Now, this guy is my favorite because when I get done reading his background here, or telling you his background, this guy is built to be a professional liar. If you know anything about how the government works, this guy is a professional liar. Okay. He has been a career intelligence officer. He was in the U.S. Army. He worked for the Department of Defense. He worked for National Counterintelligence. He was director of the National Counterintelligence. Ran clandestine, this is my favorite, ran clandestine's source operations throughout Latin America and the Middle East. That means he lied. That means he ran phony fucking programs in those two areas of the world. You know, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he also ran a sensitive aerospace threat identification program focusing on unidentified aerial threat technologies. That was his last job. He worked for the Pentagon when he did that.
What was that again? Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Unidentified aerial threat technology.
Yeah. And he ran that for the Pentagon, out of the Pentagon.
So he's seen shit.
This guy is lifelong CIA.
That means if he worked for the Pentagon doing that means he lied to the people for everything that he may have seen. He may have seen. He's one of the people that says there's no aliens out there, guys.
The way I view, people probably give me shit for this, but FBI, CIA, all those, the whole intelligence community, how you succeed in those said fields, that means you're a really good fucking liar.
You're a good liar, or you're good at. How do I put this? Because if you look at like high level CIA people and high level FBI people, it's all about cloak and dagger, kind of in terms of towards the public, in terms of cloak and dagger, and it's like it's all kind of disinformation, and that's what it seems like the high level CIA is all about. Is about how the information is presented to the people. Look at Operation Mockingbird and people being in the news media.
Exactly.
And it's like these people are literally good. They're literally masters at telling the people what to think and what they're allowed to see.
Exactly.
It's not allowed to see because they can't. It's clear that they can't deny information from the internet and stuff like that. The point is though is that once it's on your news channel, you got guys like we used to work with this old guy. I'm not gonna name drop him, but his name started with an A. And he's the kind of guy who would watch CNN and just be like, well, it's the truth. It's on CNN.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
just accept it.
Well, when you look at things like Operation Mockingbird and you see that there's fucking CIA guys and fucking in your news media, and they're literally the intelligence agency. They manipulate intelligence, and that has to do with the public as well.
Yeah.
And that goes with everything. What you being told could be a lie. And with that whole Vault 7 thing where...
Yeah.
Was Vault 7 where Tom DeLonge got...
No. That was the Podesta.
That was the Podesta.
That was the Podesta.
Either way, the Vault 7 shit came out that the fucking the CIA was manipulating fucking memes. They were
fucking memes. They had a whole meme division.
They had a meme division, and they had people out there posting memes trying to make people not like Trump with memes.
Yeah,
and they fucked up.
They fucked
it up, dude. How do you fuck up memes? Maybe it's because I'm a fucking millennial, but what the fuck?
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. What else? I got 3 more people I want to mention here. That's Tom's little group, his advisors.
Okay, go on. I'm sorry. I went on my own little tangent.
There's another gentleman. His name is Chris Mellon. For the Academy,
sounds familiar.
He's the National Security Affairs Advisor for the Academy. Okay. But before that, he was a private equity investor. He was a political commentator. He was chair of the science committee at I know people are going to get me for saying this, but this is actually how you say it. Carnegie Museum of Natural History. It's not Carnegie, it's Carnegie. But anyway.
Really?
Museum of Natural History. 20 years he spent in the federal government. He was a deputy assistant secretary of Defense and Intelligence for Clinton and Bush. He spent many years in Capitol Hill. He was minority staff director of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence. Aide to Senator William Cohen. Look that guy up.
Who was that? Who did you say it was?
Cohen. He's one of the ones.
What was his name?
William Cohen.
William Cohen. I might know him.
He also drafted legislation that established the U.S. Special Operations fucking Command.
He was under Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this guy wrote the book on Special Operation Command.
Yeah.
Multiple awards from Department of Defense. And to this day, he still advises agencies in the U.S. intelligence community. So, If anyone understood that, what I just said.
No, can you say it all again? I wasn't paying. No.
Basically, this is another guy who is so deep within the government. How could you? I couldn't trust this guy. How could you trust this guy? And if you listen to Tom DeLonge things, when he's talking about these people, he always talks about they are good people in the CIA. These are hardworking people. These are good people. He's always putting out there. Now, are you going to
mention the guy that came before Tom DeLonge? You know who I'm talking about?
Not that exact one, but I got another story.
But did you plan on talking about this guy?
Yeah.
Did you plan on talking about him later, or should I mention him now?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
You do your own thing, because I was gonna say that's a big part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
This all ties into something else, which is a fucking joke.
I'll try to speed this up here. There's another guy, Dr. Paul Rapp. He's whatever for the fucking foundation. He's another one. Honors from the CIA. He was in the CIA. Mm-hmm. Then you have Dr. Norm Kahn. He's whatever for this fucking shithole of a group. I really lost faith into Tom DeLonge looking into this.
Yeah, it got worse, is what you're saying.
I mean, I still believe in what... I get where he's coming from, but I just...
You think he's too hopeful. You have the opinion that I had the whole time. The opinion that I told you, because I remember when you first introduced me to Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
This is what I said from the get-go. I think he really, really believes what he's being told.
Yeah.
And I think he's far too fucking naive. No offense to Tom DeLonge, if whatever fucking off chance that he listens to this fucking podcast. But let's be fucking real. You're trusting the CIA. You're trusting people who are masters of deception.
Exactly.
And you are an opening. You're a fucking opening.
That's what the CIA is.
You're a big name. People know who you are. People listen to you. People will see the Joe Rogan podcast. People will see whatever podcast you're on because you're Tom DeLonge. And guess what? We're the CIA. We're going to give you false info. You're going to make it about 10 times easier for us to spread disinfo. You're going to make it 10 times easier for us to say, yeah, there's fucking time travel, we can make it go, you can make it go far in the universe using time travel technology. So go ahead and say that on the Joe Rogan podcast, Tom DeLonge, and look like a fucking idiot. It'll be great. The fuck, man? You're way too hopeful, Tom DeLonge, man, if you honestly believe what these guys are telling you.
So, that last guy I mentioned, Dr. Norm Kahn, he's another one. 30 years. 30 years in the CIA. 30 fucking years. And this guy actually wrote the book for the intel communities on a counter biological weapons program for our government. Okay. Yeah. This is a guy
who lives to kill.
He
lives to kill.
And Tom DeLonge, I mean...
You know what? I might not judge the guy so much, because you know what I was thinking earlier? Because remember I told you about that whole gunsmithing thing? I was interested in the gunsmithing. Mm-hmm. Dude, I honestly thought about it, and you know what I was thinking about? You know how you have those shower thoughts? You're in the shower, you got your dick in your hand, and you have the shower thought.
What the fuck, man? I haven't had those in years.
You haven't had a shower thought?
No.
Really?
No.
You know what that is, though, right?
Dude, I just hope to make it through a shower anymore, dude.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
are you afraid you're gonna die in the fucking shower?
Dude, I'm old, man. It's like everything.
That's pretty bad.
Dude, I could slip and fall in there and fucking die.
You're not fucking 80 years old.
I could have a stroke.
Did
you see my shower? I got fucking handles all over it, man, just in case. Wow. I got a handle on the side, I got a handle on the back.
Anyway, I was having shower thoughts. And I was thinking, what if I developed a weapon that was so good it killed a lot of people? And I really, really thought about it.
This is the shit you think about in the shower?
I think about anything.
Wow, that's fucked up, dude.
Well, I have a lot of philosophical thoughts.
I just think about getting the fuck out, man.
Dude, I know it sounds like retarded bullshit, but like I honestly do have rather philosophical thoughts sometimes.
You know what? I probably used to. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I thought to myself, what if I just designed like something that was like, let's say like, you know how like the M1 Garand and the AK-47 are big ones, guns that were designed that killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, what if I created a gun that was used by the government and killed a lot of people?
You'd be rich.
Yeah, that's right. And I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't feel bad. I honestly...
Don't you know about the Winchester house?
Wow.
Oh, excuse me.
But I honestly thought about it for a second. I was like, would I feel guilty that I developed something that resulted in the loss of life? And I thought about it. I was like, I know a lot of people like to criticize capitalism, but capitalism is capitalism. I created something, I sold something, and it got used. How it got used has nothing to do with me. I got the money at the end of the day.
Wow.
So it's like, and if this guy was in the CIA and he helped develop or write things about counter bio attacks or whatever, and he got rich doing that kind of shit, whatever, man. Fine. Whatever. That's you, man. I guess I can't fucking blame you because I'd probably be in the same fucking boat. I'm probably in the same fucking boat as you as a dickhead.
So, now that we figured out that fucking Tom's company here
Sorry for the sidetrack, everybody.
It's loaded with nothing but fucking former CIA.
Mm-hmm. Who
Former.
just want your money?
What's that?
Who just want your money? I noticed in just going around his website, literally whatever fucking page you go to, that invest button follows you.
Well,
Wow.
It's always a big blue button at the top of the screen.
Remember to invest, everybody.
okay. Now you asked me before about whatchamacallit, about the guy from the fucking 80s who got duped. The CIA.
Yeah.
The CIA fucking
It was
duped
the
him.
80s? I thought it was earlier. It may have been earlier than that.
It was the 80s.
So it was only like a decade. Whatever, man. I'm surprised that Tom DeLonge didn't hear about this guy. But whatever.
Well, Tom DeLonge.
He does know about the guy.
Yeah, and he said
Well, he
multiple-
thinks he's different, which is the crazy
different.
part.
He's different. And you know what? I think that has a lot to do with his, like I said, I view him as a very cocky person.
He thinks he's different.
He thinks he's different. He thinks he's better. He thinks he's going to fucking save humanity. He thinks he's going to fucking be the greatest thing ever. And they're filling his head with so much shit that, he probably fucking believes it, man.
Which is
he's
the
like-
point of disinfo, may I add.
Oh, big time.
Is
big time.
is to give you half-truths and give you lies and give you truths. Ridiculous truths. The truths that are so... Supposedly. This is the thing about disinfo.
Yeah.
Supposedly they give you truths that are so true, that are so crazy, but they're still specifically true,
Yeah.
that nobody's going to fucking believe you if you say it.
Yeah, absolutely right. Okay, so there's this other guy I found. He started in the late 70s. He ran through the 80s. I don't think this is the guy we're talking about. I think it's what we're talking about is someone else.
Maybe.
But this guy, his name is Paul Benowitz. Well, he's dead now, so I guess his name was Paul Benowitz.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, whatever, dude. What do you want to sell guns and fucking slaughter the world? What the fuck? I make one little crack and I'm praising fucking Moloch over here? What the fuck,
Jesus
man?
fucking Christ.
Okay, so we got this dude, Paul Benowitz. Okay, like I said, he started to get into this UFO shit in the late 70s. How? Why? Because he lived in Nevada, or New Mexico, I'm sorry. I don't know, I'm just thinking of brothels. He lived in New Mexico. He lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And he lived next to, I think I'm saying this right, Kirtland Air Force Base. Okay, and he used to see some funky shit going on at the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
So he started watching. He started keeping tabs on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who was this again? What was it?
Paul Benowitz.
Paul Benowitz. Okay.
Yeah, and
And who's this guy again?
Paul Benowitz.
Yeah. What does he do?
He actually turned into a ufologist, but he was actually
Oh, yeah, that was the guy that came up before Tom DeLonge. I'm sorry.
He was
I lost
actually-
track for a second.
he was actually a very successful businessman.
Yeah.
And he was very fucking smart, like
Yeah.
in the field of science and technologies.
Kind of reminds me of that guy from the Enfield haunting.
Yeah,
That one guy.
he was really, so he started watching all this freaky shit going on next door at the Air Force Base,
Yeah.
right? So, and then he started listening. He started listening to transmissions, secret transmissions that were coming in and out of the base.
Mm.
And some of them he got worried about. Like, it freaked him out. So what does this dumbass do? What does Mr. Dumbass Paul Benowitz do? He actually contacts the fucking base and says, "Oh, I heard this shit, da 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 da." So what do? They do what all those agencies do. They found the best liar they had, intelligence person they have, and that was a guy by the name of Richard Doty. Okay. So now we got Richard fucking Doty. That's the wrong one. We got Richard Doty. Now, Richard Doty, his job was... Oops. His job was... he was a counterintelligence officer.
Yeah. Counter. The keyword counter.
Counterintelligence officer. Counterintelligence.
Counter, dude. That means something.
And
that means to disinform. That's just a less stigmatic way. Like, that's a way to say disinformation without sounding like an asshole. Like, what the fuck?
So let's take a listen here how heartless and cruel Mr. fucking Richard Doty is.
There's probably about 80% of false information being presented, about 20% of factual information. Unfortunately, the UFO community doesn't know which is which.
And that's your job to keep it that way?
That was my job before. I'm a private citizen now, but back in the early 80s, it was my job to confuse the UFO community.
Doty?
Now, that's Doty, okay?
That was him talking.
And
he worked with was he CIA? He was CIA?
He was counterintelligence for the United States Air Force.
Okay, so he wasn't necessarily CIA, but he was a counterintelligence person.
And what they did...
So and that just goes to show it's not just CIA.
No.
It's put that into fucking perspective for about 2 seconds here. Counterintelligence. He just said it. He himself. He's from the fucking counterintelligence. He was a counterintelligence agent. He just said it. He just said exactly what I think. Whenever I talk about conspiracy of any kind, 80% of it is false, 20% of it is real. Yeah. And the fucking UFO people, they don't know the difference.
No, they don't.
And you know what that does? That makes trying to quote unquote organize it harder.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way to organize it.
No, because you can't tell. It's not tagged. You don't know what's real.
Yeah.
You're basically given little bits of fact. And that's what I've noticed when we look into conspiracies, especially on Break and stuff like that. When I listen to multiple conspiracies and they tie into each other. And I'm like, that's crazy. Wait, they tied into each other? Wait a minute. What was real? What was fake? What does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
And I get confused. And I'm not even doing hard research, man.
Yeah,
it's and some people out there, some people on their YouTube channel, when they're fucking shuffling around their room, you can hear their beer cans all over, like, and they're like, the fucking aliens, man, the fucking lizards in Antarctica, fuck you, government.
It's fucked up.
Fuck out.
And the fucked up thing about this Richard Doty, Paul Benowitz story is Richard Doty's job became Paul Benowitz. He kept feeding Benowitz so much fucking information.
So Benowitz was just basically...
Was like his keeper.
It was his sprocket. Is sprocket the right word?
I don't know.
I'm talking about like what basically...
Do you want to dance to sprockets? Do you want to dance to sprockets?
I don't fucking remember. He was the cork. He was the removing of the cork, I guess you could say. Yeah. He's what let all the shit bleed out.
Yeah, he was like ripping the anal beads out.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
Like a chainsaw.
Yeah. Skin her ass raw. My day keeps going this way. My burger first.
My fucking asshole.
So yeah, but he got tasked to this fucking Benowitz. And he stuck with Benowitz for almost a fucking decade. To the point the guy Benowitz was institutionalized.
Wow.
Insta-fucking-institutionalized.
Put it into perspective, 80% of the shit he was told was fucking fake.
Because this guy just kept feeding him with so much shit.
And the Benowitz guy thought it was real.
He thought it was real, dude. And then, I'm not going to play it, but further in this interview, Doty actually talks about when things got really bad with Benowitz, he actually tried to put the brakes on because he's seen what was happening. But honestly, the more you listen to that interview with Doty didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And he tells you, we don't give a shit. Our objective is to protect what we have to protect.
Yeah.
And that means doing anything. Yeah. I mean, they almost fucking killed this guy.
How'd they almost kill him?
Well, because he went fucking nuts, dude.
Oh, okay.
He went nuts. He lost his fucking mind. So eventually Doty tries to tell him, listen, man, everything I told you was bullshit. Because you were picking up some stuff from the base that you shouldn't have been picking up.
Yeah.
But all the alien stuff, it's all bullshit. Yeah. But Benowitz was so far gone, he's like, you don't have to lie to me. You don't have to lie to me. I know it's all real. You don't have to. The guy was fucking, dude, the guy was fucking whacked. He ended up dying in 2003. Yeah. But the point is Doty used this guy. And not only did he use this guy to fuck this guy up, he used this guy to fuck up the UFO community. Yeah, well, because they had direct contact with this guy, essentially. He was feeding... The information was coming from this guy. Yeah, he was... ever on Coast to Coast or anything like that? Who? This Benefits? I don't know. Why don't you check it out and see if he was on Coast to Coast. Because, I mean, how long has Coast to Coast been going on? I'd figure dude, that's been going on forever. Holy shit, man. So I'd imagine if that was a big deal, he had to have been on Coast to Coast. You would think so. But yeah, they really destroyed this guy's fucking. They destroyed his life to protect what they were doing, and not only that, and they muddled up the UFO community to make a narrative, to put their narrative out there, to make it more complicated to research it. Yes. Yeah. And now, with all that being said, can I note one thing? We have Tom DeLonge. Can I note something real quick? This has to do with everything that has to do with government conspiracy. Everything that has to do with government conspiracy, you have to consider how much of it is fake. That's how they handle it. You know, when me and you look into things, that's what I'm constantly doing. When you tell me to listen to a video or something like that, man. Yeah. You know what I'm constantly doing? I'm constantly thinking, how much of this is true? If this is coming from leaks or some sort of somebody said something in an interview, somebody said something to somebody, or there was a leak of some sort, you know what I mean? Like how much of it was actually true? How much of it is just people trying to tell us this wasn't how much, or rather, not people trying to tell us, people trying to convince us that, oh yeah, look at this fake thing. This is real. Follow this. Follow this fox trail. They fucking dangle a carrot out in front of you. Follow the fox trail. You're going off now you're off the path. Now you're off the path. Now you're lost again. And it's like, and you really think about it, man. If you really think about it, it's kind of genius. It's genius. Oh yeah, completely. To lead someone off the path with half truths and stuff like that, and even truths to a degree that just lead into lies to completely derail something. And you know what the fucked up thing is? Just to end up at square one. Yeah, it's horrible. And the fucked up thing is you can trace this all the way back to the end of World War II. You know, bringing all these fucking Nazis over here. Yeah. You know, the start of our secret programs. The start, pretty much. Look at the end of World War I with the OSS. Well, yeah, that too. Yeah. But you have, think about it, MK Ultra. I mean, you have thousands and thousands of fucking military and thousands of fucking scientists just sitting around thinking about how to fuck with someone's mind. And now you look at today. You look at everything that's going on with Trump. You look at everything that's going on between the Republicans, the Democrats, CNN, Fox News, this news, that news. These organizations have perfected the art of fucking manipulation. And deception. And for people that can't see it, I'm sorry, dude. You're fucking blind as fuck and you're fucking sheep. It's not their fault, though. I honestly... I understand. I understand it's not their fault. Not everybody can go as far as to research it. But the one thing I do ask of people is to not believe everything you see. They believe everything. And that has nothing. That goes beyond conspiracies, UFOs, ghosts, whatever we talk about on this podcast. This has to do with the fucking news that you watch every day. And when I talk to my mother about the news, when she's watching the news, I'm like, "Why are you watching this? Why are you watching this? You need to." It's like, if you really want to know more about this, you should research this on your own. Take the time to go look this up. If you want to know the facts. Yeah, it's like listen, we have so many news agencies. Yeah, especially 24 hours. Well, you can't even. I think Fox. That's one of the problems. I'd imagine Fox is part of it. That's the thing. Listen, if my opinion, if news was fucking real, if news was real and there was no agenda behind their programming, they'd all be talking about the same thing. Yeah, but they're not.
they're
they
butting
don't.
heads. There's different messages.
They all talk
it
about.
makes you think.
Oh,
even
God,
with
it's
Fox
disgusting.
News, man.
Disgusting.
Like whether you, let's say you like Trump, you watch Fox News. Okay, so you're like my mom. My mom likes Trump. She likes Fox News. Watches Fox News, and just reinforces the Trump thing. It makes you think. Even if Trump was on the side of the people for whatever, let's make up his false fucking thing. Let me just be hypothetical for a second. So let's say Fox News and Trump was on your side. At the same time, no matter if they're on your side or not, they're trying to feed you an opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And they're trying to make you think something
It's
without
like
your consent, without you thinking about it on your own.
It's like
It'd
I
be
said.
one thing if you came to that conclusion on your own. You didn't. You're coming to that conclusion.
You're getting that conclusion.
Because somebody told you to.
That conclusion is given to you.
If Trump, and this is my problem with Trump and some Trump followers. Now, you see, I don't have a problem with Trump per se. You see, I disagree with some things. I agree with some things. So that's on its own thing. That has nothing to do with my opinion. But the thing is that there's some people out there who so religiously follow Trump or Hillary. It could do with Hillary and the Democrats as well.
Yeah.
It's like that so religiously follow their quote unquote leader that if Trump tomorrow said, I'm Democrat. I believe in all these democratic things. I honestly think that a lot of the Trump supporters would be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow you on that.
Yeah. And all the Democrats would be like...
You know what Fox would do? Fox would be like, you know what? Maybe Trump's right.
Yeah.
and everybody would be like, okay.
And all the Democrats would be like, oh, we're Republican now.
Yeah.
It's... But anyway, now we're getting to fucking political shit.
I'm sorry, guys, to get
we're
into
getting
politics.
into fucking
but this
politics shit.
It all has to do with something though. That has to do with this is that any of the information that you're fed, whether it comes from alternative news sources or main news sources, you don't know what's real, what's fucking fake.
I don't.
It's like you can't believe anything. You have to do the hard research yourself and try your best to see if is that logical? Does it make sense? Who has to gain from it? It's like
I don't believe. Especially now, within the last couple of years, I don't believe in the banner of we got breaking news. I don't think there is breaking news anymore. I mean, there may be breaking news. There's a fucking accident down the road,
you know what breaking news is?
or this or that. But breaking news, there is no breaking news anymore.
Can we talk about the
it's all
term,
staged, fucking played out news.
I'm going to go on another political tangent a little bit here. Let's talk about the term breaking news. The whole idea of what breaking news is, it makes you think it's important.
Yeah.
So it can be something not important.
Exactly.
But they put breaking news next to it. So now you think it's an important topic and you need to think about it, people.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it. We put breaking news with big red lettering and now we're talking very serious. Now you must listen. Listen. You are under my spell. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely fucking right, dude.
It's nuts. It's fucking insanity.
I think when I was a kid...
When breaking news shows up in front of me and I read the text on the screen, and now I'm not trying to say that I'm some sort of fucking super smart free thinker.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that I'm a free thinker, but I'm not trying to say I'm a genius. Okay? But when I see breaking news and then I read the text and I see, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
What part of this is breaking news?
There's no breaking news.
He's like...
Yeah, Sean Hannity does that too.
And this is why I hate when my mom watches news. I'll be like, Mom, what the fuck? This isn't breaking news.
It's not breaking
news. This is fucking retarded.
Dude.
It's like if you look up anything about this is not important. This has nothing to do with anything, blah, 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 what have you. And my mom's like, well, you know, it's on the news.
Yeah.
You know? It's like because you're just brainwashed, you just watch.
I don't think there is breaking news. There is no breaking news anymore. When I was a kid, I got to see breaking news. I got to see Bud Dwyer blow his fucking brains out on TV.
Who?
Google that, people. Bud Dwyer. I actually got to see him blow his fucking head off on TV.
What was his
because
name? Can you spell that for me?
Bud, B-U-D,
okay.
Dwyer, D-W-Y-E-R.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that guy, was he the Pennsylvania
guy? Yeah, he was the Pennsvilvania guy. He blew his fucking brains off. Dude, because when I was a kid
that's what Hey Man Nice Shot's about.
Yeah, which they actually got sued for. But
they won that
mm-hmm. suit. Because when I was a kid, we only had like 3 or 4 stations, dude. You know, because we had like fucking
even back in the 70s there.
No, this was actually in the 80s.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah, well, maybe we were poor and we didn't have cable. I don't know.
I mean, I was born in the 90s. I wouldn't know. I was born in 1996.
But so there's only a couple stations on, and since we live in Pennsylvania, they were all covering the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I got to see him blow his head off, which was pretty fucked up, pretty traumatizing. It's like, what
Dude,
the fuck?
I do not watch.
No, bud, no.
You know what? You know what? My favorite. I know we totally went off on a tangent here, but let me add. I'm fucking happy. The thing that I'm most happy about in my life, I stopped watching TV. I stopped watching TV. I know what you're thinking. You're like, what do? Watch YouTube, Netflix? You still get advertisements. And I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I can skip advertisements. I can stop watching.
I don't watch TV.
I don't watch TV anymore. If I could get rid of TV, I could get rid of news. Yeah. I get the information I gather on my own. I believe what I believe under logical means. And I'm not trying to say I'm super smart or anything like that. But I'm just trying to say that the information I get is something I get on my own. If I get proven wrong, then I get proven wrong. Whatever. It doesn't bother me at the end of the day. But I like when it comes to news sources, like even with Fox seeming to come out to be more truthful nowadays.
Yeah.
But what about every time before that? You know, Fox News
exactly.
used to be the worst news site.
Yeah.
You know, like, so why? So it makes you think. It really makes you think, man. I can't believe anybody I listen to. It's insanity,
dude. It's all fucked up.
And that all,
everything
like I said,
is so fucked up right now.
This all ties into this.
Yeah.
Disinfo. If you can't even trust your news sources, what makes you fucking think you can trust these people?
And I'm sitting here talking about. I'm making fun of this Tom DeLonge fucking Academy to the shit, whatever it's called. And I'm reading off all the people he has, his advisors and people working for him. They're all CIA, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying, you can't trust this. You can't trust this. But now you flip on fucking CNN.
Yeah.
Look at all their special commentators.
Yeah.
All their
generals,
Dude, they're generals, CIA, FBI. It's like, seriously, you're going to fucking believe these people?
Yeah.
These are the people creating the narrative.
They're the people that have branches that are called counterintelligence.
And you know, most of those people, when they leave that said position, they still have security clearance.
Yeah. Well, because they can't not.
Do you know Hillary Clinton still has fucking security clearance from being fucking Secretary of State? She still has security clearance. They all have security clearance. And that, my friend, is how the deep state keeps itself alive. People want to say there's no deep state. Fuck you. There's a fucking deep state. Yeah. I don't care what side you're fucking rooting for. There is a deep fucking state.
With deep state, even if you... I know we've totally gone off the rails here. But we'll get back onto it in a second because this is a fucking important conversation. The thing about deep state, even if it's not an official thing, like let's say you don't want to think it's some sort of secret society or anything, well, it exists on its own anyway. That there's a group of people in the government that are all in each other's pockets, and they all take care of each other.
Oh yeah,
and
totally.
they all have clearance and information that nobody else does.
Hey, can you do me a favor and Google if those people get to keep their clearance? I don't know how you'd word it.
Well, I don't know if you don't even know if what the information you'll get
I take it
for real though.
No, it would come up because
it will actually show you.
Yeah. It'll show you. I'm pretty sure they get to keep their fucking clearances.
Well, because what are you gonna do? Take away somebody's clearance after they already know the info?
Well, you at least take away fucking clearance of someone who had a fucking server set up in their goddamn fucking bathroom, for Christ's sakes. Are you fucking kidding me?
That is pretty ridiculous.
Dude, do you know what you have to go through to get classified information? Okay, you have to go in quiet rooms. That's one thing I will say Tom DeLonge was right about.
Yeah.
When he said he was walking down a hallway and playing in the static, and went into a quiet room, that's how that shit works.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in someone's fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
The government security clearance requires a periodic reinvestigation every 15 years for confidential, every 10 years for secret, and every 5 years for top secret.
So basically, if you have a clearance and then you keep getting investigated for whether it should be renewed, even after you're outside of government, you can still retain it. You can get it retained.
There's your fucking deep state, people. Right there it is.
Why do you still need it?
Yeah, you don't fucking need it. When you're gone, you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm gone from my job, I'm not going to be able to go there and fucking hop on the computer and look at the fucking numbers.
Well, technically, you
okay.
could. You technically
I know. But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's
you'd get in trouble for it, but technically you could.
Republicans, Democrats alike, fucking CIA, FBI, whatever. Dude, you don't need your fucking clearance when you leave. And if you think they need your fucking clearance, you're part of the goddamn fucking problem. Those people don't need it.
No. Well, because look at that. Look at all these people involved with Tom DeLonge shit. They're all CIA. They probably have clearance.
I guarantee.
Now for Tom DeLonge, that's good. That's a good thing. In his head. But you don't know if they're just using him as the sprocket, it's like, okay, Tom DeLonge, we're gonna say this, this, and this, and only this and this is true, and the rest of it's false. So go ahead and tell that to the public real quick so everybody gets fucking confused.
Well, when that New York paper broke the story about the whatever the fuck it was, the UFOs, and it was all over the news.
That black thing in the sky.
Yeah, that Luis Elizondo, who was on, because I watched a bunch of clips when it was happening.
Yeah.
And he said a bunch of times on every show he was on.
I'm surprised it died down so fast.
I can't talk about that because I still have my clearance. And that's, national security, blah, blah, blah.
I wonder if that's how they lose their clearance.
It died down because everybody still wanted to talk about fucking Trump and Russia.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it went away.
True.
And then not too long after that, Stormy came up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another weird connection, too, with the whole Tom DeLonge thing. The whole Tom DeLonge thing, Trump and some other shit, is the Academy to the Stars dropped in October.
Yeah.
Okay, all these guys hit the stage in October. Now, if you look back in October 2017, that's not the only thing that happened. There was a bunch of other things that happened. And one of the other things was all the declassification of the JFK files. There was a bunch of things that happened in that month that had to deal with classified information or national security.
You know what else happened in October 2017? I flipped my truck 4 times.
Is that when you did that?
Yeah. They were trying to fucking kill me. They
knew this was gonna happen.
They were trying to fucking take me out.
Dude,
I fucking knew it.
Holy shit, dude. We're like Bill and fucking Ted, and they were trying to fucking stop us because we're gonna save the world with our fucking podcast.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Oh,
they were trying to kill me. They cut my brakes. That's what happened. So insurance company, go ahead and lower my rates. Thanks.
Wow, this has been a mind fuck. Wow, I can't believe that happened that long.
A little short tidbit for you guys. Last October, or the 2017.
Where's my fire truck?
He hit his head a couple times.
Anyway, in 2017 October, I fucking I was driving back home from work. And I fucking it was still slightly moist on the road, and my dumbass wasn't paying attention, and I was riding into the shoulder a little bit on that turn there. Yeah. By a little bit, I mean I was very close to the side in the short shoulder, because I wasn't paying attention, and then I had to turn really, really hard, and that's why I started fishtailing. Because I wasn't going that fast. Like I said, I was only going like 50, 55. And let me tell you, 50, 55 is actually going pretty fast.
No shit.
That's pretty slow for that road because it's pretty much just a straightaway. But when you're crashing, that's very fast. And basically what had happened was I hit a bank. I literally did a half barrel roll. Fucking hit the top of my car. I hit the top of my car upside down. And then my car rolled 4 times. Guess what, motherfucker? I walked out of it alive with a fucking bloody finger.
Oh, my God.
I'm fucking invincible, so come after me, government. I'll fucking kill you.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's...
So...
Let me tell you, I gotta say, as a side note here, you know how a lot of people, a lot of people say young people think they're invincible, and that's the big flaw, and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then as they get older, they learn. Let me tell you, surviving a crazy crash like that did not help. Now I just think I'll never fucking die.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Anyway, back on fucking...
Yeah, so... I don't know. Tom DeLonge has put me through ups and downs since he started this journey here. At first, I was all high on it. I was finally like, oh, good.
So was I. I was starting to get.
I was like, good. Someone with some status.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
It started because for a while, because of the coast to coast shit.
Yeah.
Tom DeLonge was looking real good, man.
Yeah,
he was looking great.
But now, I feel anymore. I think he's just a fucking pawn.
And he doesn't realize it.
And he doesn't realize it because they're telling him he's going to be the answer to fucking humanity, and I think they're just fucking using him. I really do. Yeah. I feel bad for the dude, to be honest with you. I think he should just forget it. Howard Stern is actually starting a thing to try to get him back with Blink-182.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, so what's that all about?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't fucking listen to it.
Trying to get them in. I think he just wants him on the show to talk about stuff.
Yeah. Try to work it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. They all got different fucking stories of what happened there. Personally, I think Tom just fucking. I don't know. It's.
Yeah, when it comes to the UFO thing, after the Joe Rogan, did we talk about the Joe Rogan thing
in depth? No, but that was a fucking disaster.
Are you done? Or did you get
through
all your notes? You got through all your notes, so we're done.
Yeah, I just wanted to lay out who Tom DeLonge was and
okay.
Who works for his fucking company.
Let's talk about let's talk about the Joe Rogan show. And in case you haven't seen, you can look it up Joe Rogan, Tom DeLonge, and you'll find the episode.
Yeah, I forget the number.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But listen, this whole Tom DeLonge fucking Joe Rogan thing was very fucking painful to fucking watch. It wasn't fun to watch because you know what? It crushed everything.
Oh, it killed it for me.
Because it made Tom DeLonge look like an idiot. It put it into perspective. It's like everybody who may have even had a dash of belief for Tom DeLonge just got a slap in the face.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So basically, long story short, Tom DeLonge went on Joe Rogan. He was like, yeah, I'm in the alien shit. It started off good. It started off like an okay podcast. And then that's when Joe Rogan was like, okay, so...
Joe started asking questions.
Yeah, he was like, okay, so what is this all about? Can you give me any evidence? What's going the fuck on? What it was like, and he was like, and then Tom DeLonge's like, there's a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video of this one UFO disappearing in a flash of light. It's like, and then literally the next podcast. You know what Joe Rogan said in the next episode of his fucking podcast? He fucking made fun of him, man. He fucking made fun of Tom DeLonge in the next episode. He was like, yeah.
He's fucking nuts.
Yeah, well, yeah, he said he's fucking nuts. Tom DeLonge showed me this video and it looked like a bad movie.
I'd want my money
back.
want
my money back. Yeah. That's what he fucking said. I want my money back.
Yeah, it's, I lost... And the shit he was talking about, I mean...
And listen, just because Joe Rogan has a different opinion than me doesn't mean that I'm going to switch my opinion because it's Joe Rogan. It was more like he's right. If I was sitting in Joe Rogan's seat and fucking Tom DeLonge tried to show me some stupid-ass video like that, I'd have been like, are you fucking sure about this, man? Are you sure this is what you got? And it's like, I wonder what he told Joe Rogan off the cuff, because he said he was going to tell Joe Rogan a bunch of stuff off the cuff.
Yeah, and
it's like, and think about that for a second. He told shit to Joe Rogan off the cuff, and Joe Rogan still thought he was fucking insane.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? So what is he fucking telling people? It's unbelievable to me. Because for a while there, after a little bit, at first I was very skeptical of Tom DeLonge. I was like, he's dealing with CIA. I don't know. Then I don't know. The more research I did into him, the more videos I was watching, I was like, okay, maybe it is different for him. Maybe because he has maybe they're trying to disclose a little bit. He was talking. I think the thing that really stuck out to me is they were talking about movies. Remember how they were talking about how they were trying to make fictional movies to basically wean people onto?
Well, yeah, that's part of the whole academy to the fucking bullshit.
They were trying to wean people on. They were trying to slowly get them used to the idea of aliens because they didn't think they could release that info to the public right away. That's the whole point. Is they didn't want to release this publicly all in one go.
Yeah.
They thought that it would be better. We make movies, make sci-fi movies, stuff like that, where we start making the public more receptive to the alien thing, alien technology, alien life, and because of that, and
you know, when you say that, there's actually people that believe that they have used Hollywood.
Yeah.
To do a slow declassification process for forever. Like some people say that like Close Encounters of the Third Kind was influenced by the CIA. E.T. was influenced by the CIA.
Yeah.
There's actually a story. Steven Spielberg, he said it one time. You can find a recording of it. He said it one time, and then he said he didn't say it. But when movies first come out, like even before they come out, if the president wants to see it, like there's a movie theater there.
Yeah.
And he can fucking see it.
Yeah.
Like he could see, if Trump wanted to see Deadpool, he probably saw it last month. You know. So
yeah.
Ronald Reagan did a screening of Steven Spielberg's E.T.
Yeah.
And he said, and there's audio of it, he said when it was over, Reagan told him it was a good movie, and he told him, you don't know how close you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But now Spielberg says that it never happened.
He never said that. Yeah.
But there's audio of him saying it happened.
Yeah.
So there are people out there that believe the government uses Hollywood, which is true in other aspects.
I'd imagine because I think about it that they put CIA in our news media. So what makes you think that they don't?
Because the military, all the branches of the military, they invest heavily into Hollywood,
and that's military, and they're public about it.
Yeah, perfect example. The number one example I can think of that is the movie Top Gun from the 80s.
You know what I think is the number one
example? Because it was the biggest recruiting fucking thing they had going in the 80s. After Top Gun came out, the following 2 to 3 years, their recruitment for the Air Force was through the fucking roof, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what else is a big example of that? Look at the Call of Duty Battlefield series. If you look through the credits, they have massive cooperation with the government.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of that shit is technology that doesn't exist yet. That the one I'm thinking of the most might be Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, where some of the tech in it ended up, now in retrospect, ended up being a thing.
A thing, yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure how that goes, which is not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. It's just, I guess maybe it's some sort of teaser of some sorts.
Where do you think all our servicemen that fly fucking drones?
Yeah.
Dude, I guarantee they were all fucking heavy gamers, dude. Guarantee. And that reminds me.
Well, that's who they apply. That's who they appeal to.
Oh yeah.
If you look at advertisements for, like, if you ever played, there's this one game that I play as a joke. It's called America's Army. It's kind of like CS:GO and Call of Duty mixed together. Yeah, you know the game. And it's kind of funny to play, but they have advertisements on there. They heavily advertise the gamers. It's a big thing.
Yeah,
which is kind of ironic to me because they're the biggest pussies.
It's all part of the MK Ultra. But anyway, before I forget, that's another thing I want to say about Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge, he'll tell you, he said it in interviews. The way he got into the UFO thing is when they were traveling around, when they were first starting. We didn't have the internet then, and you know, I had books. I was getting all these books. I was going to the library getting the books. I was, you know, buying books. I was doing this. All I had was books. He's like, when I finally got some money, one of the first things I did is I went out and bought a computer so I could get on the internet and start looking at all this UFO stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, from the WikiLeaks dumps from Vault 7, we pretty much know since the inception of the fucking internet, which probably was a CIA fucking psyop to begin with, was probably fucking our government that fucking released it. That's why fucking China and fucking Russia have such a big deal with the internet, because they probably know it's fucking CIA. That's another way he could have been tapped. I mean, a heavy celebrity. Like the one guy said, Grant Cameron has been doing fucking UFOs since fucking forever. He's out of Manitoba, Canada, and I think he's crazy now, but I used to really enjoy him.
Grant Cameron, he sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's the Canadian guy.
We used to listen to him.
Yeah. What the fuck? Where is it going? Oh man, I totally fucking lost it.
Yeah.
But oh my god, where the fuck did it go? So they could have been keeping fucking track on him. Okay. Oh, now I know where it was. Okay. So they could have been keeping track of him on the fucking internet, because if he's doing all this research, like
Was he
he's
already
saying,
famous at that point?
yes.
Okay.
So that's the kicker.
Yeah.
So they could have tapped into him then, and like Grant Cameron said. Now Grant Cameron's been doing this forever. Grant Cameron said he's on Twitter, he's on Facebook, he's got all this shit. He said, I tweet a story, I get like, a dozen comments and maybe 24 retweets if I'm lucky.
Okay.
He's like, Tom DeLonge gets on his Twitter. He's got
Thousands.
Millions of followers.
Thousands of retweets. Thousands.
Exactly.
Of retweets. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's
So-
what I'm talking about as a sprocket.
Yeah.
He's literally you turn the fucking valve and the shit pours the fuck out, and it's like but the thing is, I don't know how early the government was able to track your shit. But like for example, you get put on a government watch list if you look up bomb ingredients.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you think that's as shallow as the fucking as shallow as it goes, basically,
Yeah.
you're sorely fucking mistaken. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think Tom DeLonge is misguided. I think he's misguided.
I think so.
I think he believes
Huge.
everything he's told.
Yeah.
I think the government sees a big fat.
I
think they see a fire hose of
Oh yeah,
misinformation.
like his story about going into Lockheed Martin Skunk Works there.
Yeah.
I totally believe that story.
Yeah, I believe
that.
I believe that he's told.
But
I believe that he's been in contact with CIA.
But I believe it was like that episode of what the fuck was that episode with what's his name? Wood. What's his name? James Wood. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. And that's what they're doing to Tom DeLonge. Ooh, piece of candy. They're giving him little fucking pieces of the candy.
I think you're right.
Little pieces, but they're not giving them the whole bag.
I think you're
and they're
fucking right.
never going to.
No.
They're never going to. But they're giving him just enough where his dick's getting hard and he's thinking he's fucking special because out of all the fucking people in the world, they picked Tom fucking DeLonge singing songs about fucking his grandfather to fucking be the fucking leader of the future, to fucking break the whole fucking UFO story to the fucking world.
Dude.
His fucking head and balls are probably so fucking big right now. He thinks he's the hottest fucking shit since fucking sliced motherfucking bread. But he ain't nothing but a fucking pawn, man.
That's what I think.
And that's the opinion I fucking came to.
No, that's the opinion I've had this whole time, basically. Especially ever since the Joe Rogan thing. I think that he goes there with great ambition. He's ready. He's ready to get told the truth.
Yep.
And then they go there. They look at their they have note cards. Red technology.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Laser beam propulsion.
This one's from Star Trek. I mean,
The Greek gods were real?
and Tom DeLonge's just sitting there.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah.
I know shit now.
I
man.
know. I know
shit. Just you wait until I tell the people about it.
And another thing about Tom DeLonge too is, he's always talking about the evil and dangerous aspect of the aliens.
Yeah,
Which
you're
is
right.
not a norm for most ufologists.
Yeah.
He's always talking about the negative, the
he
scary
said-
part.
he
We
says
could
that's-
go to war.
Yeah,
They could crush us.
Yeah. That's why he talks about the
Yeah.
movies and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It makes you think
Now-
like what was the movie called?
Stargate?
No.
What?
No, what was that movie where all of them where they fight the bugs? Starship Troopers makes you think. What if Starship Troopers was just propaganda for alien shit? and we're gonna eventually go to war with fucking giant bug monsters.
Well, see that's another thing too. It's a crazy fucking deal. Is you know the big time Nazi Werner von Braun. Yeah, that's right. He was a fucking Nazi. Nazis built our space program. But anyway, you know, and he was guilty as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. He used fucking Jewish fucking labor. But it came from Werner von Braun's personal secretary after he died. She said, and this interview was done like forever ago, like before the whole Middle East got really chaotic. She said that von Braun told her the way our government, the U.S. government, works is he's like, first they're going to use the Russians.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they're going to use terrorists in the Middle East. And then after that, they're going to use a fake alien invasion. So if that statement was true...
Fake.
Yes.
Fake. How would they pull
and
that
they
off?
They do. If you look it up, it's called Operation Bluebeam. That came out in the 80s. And what Operation Bluebeam was, and a lot of the 9/11 people jumped on that, was the government, the military has the technology to project holograms in the sky.
That's pretty nutty.
Yeah, it is. Fucking,
I don't know if I.
It
Can
is
believe that.
fucking
I don't know
nutty.
if I can believe that.
It is fucking nutty.
I think that might be but who knows? Maybe he's right.
So that's what von Braun said.
Yeah.
And well, supposedly that's what he said. So now it makes you wonder. Well, if someone like me, it makes me wonder, why was Hillary Clinton and John Podesta so hell bent on? This is the first election I can remember.
Smoke it all now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the first election I can remember where the whole UFO thing got mentioned multiple times.
Well,
and now they're not called
Podesta
UFOs. They weren't calling them UFOs. They were calling them advanced aerial threats. Is what they were calling them.
Advanced aerial threats.
Advanced aerial threats. AVIs or wait.
AVTs.
Whatever.
AATs.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
I can't even fucking spell.
Yeah. But they were talking about this, and actually John Podesta was just on a new episode, I guess, of Ancient Aliens. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't know if they sacrificed a baby and fucking raped it, but I'm not sure. Because I don't watch TV. So this is the first election I can remember where that actually became a thing on her camp. Okay. And then with the Podesta emails and the whole Tom DeLonge thing, and now you got all the questions about a deep state, a possible coup. I'm not saying any of that's real, but the questions are out there. And then it makes you think about what von Braun supposedly said. And
yeah,
because von Braun's thing was that's how they're going to gain mass control over the world.
Yeah, because everybody's just gonna they're just gonna concede control to the fucking government. Because what are you gonna do against your alien threat, everybody? Yeah. You have to trust us. You have to give us power.
And that idea has been put out there several times.
Well, under realistic,
Independence Day for one.
Under realistic thinking, I guess you could say, is just think about the alien threat. Let's say the alien threat was real. What would we do? You know what I mean? We would have to rescind all control of the fucking government, man. What would we do?
Yeah, well, see, okay. Now you tapped into something else.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go into this. Don't fucking flip out about it. Now you tapped into something else. Like, what would we do? Would we have to rely on our government? Mm-hmm. Sorry, rest of the world, but this country won't. Why? Because we're stacked to the fucking max with fucking private fucking weapon owners. Okay.
You're true. No, you're right. You're right.
So,
no, you're right.
I mean, I don't think if something like that, we'd really have to. I mean, you'd have to rely on the government for the big stuff, to get the big shit done.
Yeah.
But
implying that people would just lay down and die is kind of.
Well,
if an alien walked in my house, I'm gonna fucking shoot.
Yeah, exactly. The ones walking around with cocks, not Glocks, they're shit out of luck. Okay. But dude, I don't even know where we're going.
Well,
with
we're
this
already
fucking
done with the
story.
topic. We're just kind of going all over the place at this point.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm having fun.
Hey, Scully.
But I just wanted to fucking.
Scully's our mascot.
I just want to play this real quick, because we were talking about a fake invasion.
Yeah.
I said the movie Independence Day, which actually didn't get funded by our armed services because they wouldn't take out Area 51. The director will tell you about that. The guy who directed the movie, he'll tell you they didn't help out. They wouldn't contribute because they wanted them to remove everything that related to Area 51. And the guy's like, oh, I can't do that because that's the basis of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, sorry, we can't help you. And this also goes into slow disclosure. This is actually a speech. This is actually a speech Ronald Reagan gave at the United Nations. Oh, wait. Is it?
I couldn't help at one point in my discussions with
No, this isn't from the United Nations.
General
This is the
Secretary
first time he
Gorbachev.
says it.
When you stop to think that we're all God's children, wherever we may live in the world, I couldn't help but say to him, just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe.
It's funny because nobody talks.
We'd forget all of
No.
the local
Nobody-
differences that we have between our countries.
And this isn't the
and
only
we would
time
find
Reagan
out
said this.
once and for
He
all
said this several
that we
times.
really are all human beings here on this earth together. Well, I don't suppose we can wait for some alien race to come down.
So, now I will say it about this time. I can't, it doesn't relate to today because Trump pretty much says whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to say, hold on, my balls fucking itch, he'd probably say it.
Yeah.
But back then, I'd say up until Trump, for a presidential speech, okay, dude, the process for a presidential speech is ridiculous. You have multiple writers.
Well, it gets
multiple
proofread.
Dude,
Yeah.
multiple writers. Listen, you have to have multiple agencies that proofread it, that have to sign off on it.
Yeah.
All these people have to sign off on it, and it was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And so for Reagan to constantly work that thing into certain speeches, he did that one, and then he did one at the United Nations, and I think he mentioned it somewhere else too. But for that to get worked in there, that's just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, back then. Now it's, I think Trump changed the course of fucking politics, to be honest with you, and the way a president can conduct
Potentially.
it.
Depends on who we
yeah.
elect next.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, whatever. It'd probably be some phony fuck and be back to normal. Anyway.
We'll see. We'll see. Give it another 4 to 8 years or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that fucking goes. Hopefully it changed. Yeah, listen, whether you like Trump or not, I think it's a good thing that we have a president that just says whatever the fuck he wants. I'm a big, if you guys don't know, I'm a big libertarian, a big 1776 kind of guy. Let me tell you, those guys weren't friendly in Senate. They used to beat the fuck out of each other.
Maybe that's what we fucking need, dude.
Hey man, politics is no joke. If you're gonna get in a fight in Senate, as long as you don't kill each other,
Fucking duke it the fuck out, man.
yeah, man.
Whatever.
That
dude.
way, at least I know you guys are fucking for real.
You're fucking working. You're fucking working, man. You're doing something. You're not sitting in your home state while all these fucking votes are going on, just sitting there fucking acting like you're fucking dying. Fucking A. I want to see a fucking body. I want it to be fucking soon. But anyway. So the conclusion is Tom DeLonge is he's
a fucking idiot.
I don't
Get the fuck out of here, Tom DeLonge. Get the fuck out of my deli. You're coming here, you're talking about my fucking deli, you're telling all my fucking customers, hey, yeah, it's fucking aliens, they're fucking real. Get the fuck out. You're no longer welcome here.
I don't know. I don't know what just
I don't
happened.
know what that fucking reference was.
No,
Yeah.
there was no reference.
Oh, okay.
At least it wasn't Australian.
Oh, yeah, Tom DeLonge is fucking cunt. Get the fuck out of my kangaroo store.
I want some kangaroo meat. Dude, Dogma was a good fucking movie. I don't understand.
Jesus Christ.
I don't get it. Dogma was a great fucking movie, man.
Well, I'll talk to her about it, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'll watch the movie. I'll make my own opinion.
Wow.
I'm sorry. You're disappointed. What are you gonna do? Well,
dude, I don't.
That's all you need to see. Fucking Ben Affleck, the fucking armor and wings.
That looks fucking gay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry, guys. That was not a good reference picture.
Yo, we totally muffed the fucking beginning because the Doink guy.
Yeah.
I didn't. The song.
Oh no! What was the opening song? The opening song for a podcast.
The opening song. It was a band.
Really
I forget the title. I don't know if you remember, but it was from the album Out of Arkansas, and the band was Rodham.
Oh wow! I think this was the song called "Murder in Clinton."
Murder in Clinton.
Yeah.
It might have been it. I don't know.
Huh.
I thought it was Body Count, but that's another band.
Oh,
so I didn't.
yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure,
feel
man.
bad for some of these bands because we always fuck that
Yeah,
up,
I'm so
dude.
sorry, man. What
Always
was the
fuck
band
it up.
called again? The Rodhams.
Rodham, just Rodham.
Rodham. You know, shout out to Rodham. You know, we like you guys. Heard you guys get a lot of bodies in your fucking concert. I heard that number keeps growing. So, you know, keep up the hard work.
I know they had like at this album. I didn't listen to. Sorry guys, I didn't listen to the whole album. Just listened to a couple songs.
Wow.
But there's a song. There's a song at the end. It's just a little like teaser thing, or I don't even know what it is. It's not really a whole song. It's like an instrumental. It's kind of creepy, and there's like you hear this screaming and shit. I don't know what's going on, but it's like this one's from Moloch or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know what that is.
Well, we just about covered everything.
Yeah, we did.
We thrashed on fucking Tom DeLonge.
Yeah. Oh, and there was another thing. We're doing this backwards thing. There's another thing I wanted to tell you. I don't know if you've seen it. Did you see it about all those fucking priests down in South America?
Yeah, I did.
39 of them?
Yeah.
39 of them had to quit because they fuck little kids.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking little kid fuckers,
Wow.
baby. God damn, I hate those motherfuckers.
What is with priests and doing that?
Fucking A, man.
Why is that such a recurring
Because
thing?
they
Why
should.
is that recurring?
Because they need to let them have pussy. They need to let them get married. Okay? Because they stopped at like. Did we talk about this once before?
Middle Ages.
Yeah, because they were like the rock stars or something.
Yeah.
Back then, the priests were like the rock stars and shit. Yo, let these guys get some fucking pussy. Okay, so they stop fucking the little boys.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
They need to throw that fucking rule out. Fucking take them to Arizona, or not Arizona, Nevada. Take them down there to the bunny ranch. Load them all up with a nice batch of fucking bush, and fucking let them go to town on that shit once a year.
Kind of like Amish people.
What?
Kind of like Amish people.
What?
You know how like once.
Humspringer.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Dude, that's before they. That's like when they turn fucking 18
Yeah,
or
but
something.
except for
they get to go for a year.
Except for the priests get to do it once a year.
Really? Nuh-uh.
Well, no. I'm saying that they should be able to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
You know, they fuck these little kids. You almost think they're politicians or something.
Yeah. But
I fucking hate those pedophile fucks, man. They're all fucking trash, dude.
Yeah.
If you're a pedophile and you're listening, you're fucking trash, man.
Wow, you know, if you're a pedophile and you're listening, go ahead and donate to our Patreon. Maybe you'll stop being a pedophile. Thanks.
Oh shit! Donate to our Patreon so I can get a club and find you, and knock you the fuck out.
Oh my god, no! I heard that if you donate to our Patreon, my socks are too tight. It's hurting my fucking ankle. Anyway, so
Wow.
that was random, but yeah, I heard if you donate to our Patreon, if you donate us money, you stop being a pedophile. I don't know where I heard it from, but apparently it's true. So do it.
What
Also,
else?
if you're not already a pedophile, it like guarantees that you won't be a pedophile ever.
How long?
So you should be safe. It's like insurance.
How long we been driving here?
Almost 2 hours.
Oh shit, we gotta cut
Yeah.
this. So
Finish with that clip.
no, we can't. I don't think we can.
What is it?
It's yeah,
No,
yeah,
I don't think we can.
yeah. Those fucking rules suck,
Yeah.
dude. They suck so hard.
Yeah.
I would have loved to play fucking Hey Mom, there's something in the back room. Hope it's not the creatures from above. They used to see me so weird, as if my dreams are boring. We all know conspiracies are dumb.
Wow.
I love that fucking song. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, you're good.
And that's why they tapped that motherfucker. To be a fool. But anyway, we got a lot of shit we got to do before we end here. We got to thank our Facebook. We got a bunch of new followers.
Yeah. Thanks to all those new followers.
Yeah, thanks a lot for checking out our shit posting and stuff. That's pretty much what we do over there on Facebook. We post some stuff about this, post some clips. But a lot of shit posting.
Our Facebook page is called it's literally just Drinking a Theory podcast, and there's a little guy with a fucking tinfoil hat on. You'll find it. Twitter is what's the Twitter? I always forget the Twitter name.
Yo, next week, we're going to put a big fucking sign up. I'm going to write this shit down, and we're going to put a big sign up, because every week we muff this up.
Yeah.
We muff this up bad.
It's at Drinking a Theory with no spaces, no periods or anything. So it's just at Drinking a Theory, and that's the Drinking a Theory podcast. There's a picture of Britney Spears with a tinfoil hat on.
Yeah.
So that should be it. My Twitter is Jimmy Bones, my guy. It's at Jimmy Bones, my guy, no spaces. Each first letter is capitalized, but I don't think that matters. We're on Stitcher.
Yeah, and
Stitcher,
if you're on
iTunes,
if you're on Twitter, everyone go over to Wheeler Walker Jr. and tell him to stop ignoring my tweets. I'm gonna hunt this guy down. Stop ignoring my tweets. Acknowledge my existence.
oh my god,
Okay.
that was kind of creepy.
Whatever.
But yeah, we're on Stitcher now. We're on iTunes.
Oh yeah, we're on
SoundCloud.
Stitcher now.
Stitcher
Woo!
and iTunes.
You know what the fuck
so
that
you can
is?
listen to us there. If you were too fucking lazy to go on SoundCloud because you're a fat fuck, there's Stitcher and iTunes now.
Oh, Tommy was playing us on Stitcher through his truck.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounded. Dude, I got a boner. Well, not full.
It sounded better than
70.
radio.
Dude, it
Sounded
was
better than
amazing
radio. SoundCloud-
to hear
sound quality is
us
so good.
on something else besides one of my devices.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And it sounded better than radio. It sounded better than radio
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
But I think that's
the
because
intro song sounded great.
Well, you know what I think it is. I think it's because of the recording file I use, like the recording style.
Yeah.
Apparently, it uses up a lot of space, but it has I guess it has the highest recording quality. I don't know, but it works out well. I dropped some good money on this digital recorder, so it works good.
Yeah.
So.
And if you listen to our shit on any of those platforms, don't be afraid to freaking just give us a comment, man.
Fuck yeah. If you have any fucking complaints,
give us a couple stars, give us no stars, give us whatever.
Yeah, if you have a fucking complaint, comment, be like, hey, yo, this podcast sucked because of this, and this. I'll be like, all right, I'll take that in mind. I'll take that into account.
Comments will help us circulate.
Give a yes, give a no.
Yeah.
Just yes or
Al.
no.
Where the fuck did Al go?
Al, where have you been, Al?
Yeah.
I need to know, yes or no.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And what about those guys you hooked up with on the Instagram?
Oh yeah, the Bastard Sermon podcast.
Yeah, check them out.
They messaged us. They asked us, if we could get like a rate for rate. And I went and listened to one of their podcasts.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're fucking funny.
They're good.
I was impressed. They're pretty fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
They remind me of us. We try to clean up a little bit on air here.
Yeah.
But you should listen to us off fucking air, man. We're pretty dirty, and those guys just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. They're just 100% raunchy on there, man.
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I only listen to one episode. I don't have a whole ton of time to be listening to a whole bunch of podcasts.
Yeah.
But if I could listen to more podcasts, I definitely listen to theirs. Yeah. I honestly go check them out. The Bastard Sermon. Those guys are actually really funny.
Yeah, they're on
impressed.
iTunes.
I was definitely impressed.
They're on iTunes,
And
Stitch,
Libsyn.
Libsyn.
Yeah.
And if you go check them out, yo, give them a fucking rate or whatever. Tell them
they're fucking good because they're
tell them
good,
we
man.
sent you.
Yeah, tell them we thought they were fucking good too, man. I was impressed. Like I said, I was expecting to listen, and I expected less. No offense to those guys. I was expecting, like I expected, like, these guys are probably just like nobody's just like me.
They're
just
like us.
Just like us. And then I listened, and I was like, these guys are actually kind of funny. These guys are pretty good.
So that's about it, I guess. We hit everything, right?
Yeah, just about everything. Facebook. We have an Instagram. Instagram is drink_and_a_theory.
Yeah,
_podcast.
I've been slacking on the Instagram.
I
I don't even know how the fuck to use it, dude.
Yeah, me either. I've never
It's
used
fucking
Instagram.
pictures. I just
Well,
go
we'll
on there.
figure it out someday.
I follow Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan. I just like everything they
Yeah,
do.
we'll figure.
I don't know. Joey Diaz shows a picture of his dick. I just, I love it. You just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lick the screen. So is that everything, man? I mean, we just hit 2 hours just now.
Yeah.
20 seconds ago.
Yeah, we're good. We don't have anything to go out with. I wish we could use that, but we can't.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Guess I'll go watch Dogma and see if it's bad or not.
You won't be disappointed, man. I guarantee I know what his favorite scene will be. When Barnaby and Loki go into the tower at Movie World to all the board members from Movie World.
Yeah.
I guarantee that'll be his favorite part.
Well, I guess I'll go fucking do that. So that's everything. I'm fucking Jimmy. It's Jake. It's Drinking the Theory. Mike's
Mike.
here. Mike's here giving us info.
Jamie's here.
Mike / Jamie, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's fuck.
Oh shit! I didn't say my fucking boss is a big dumb cunt.
Oh wow.
Oh, I just did. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Woo. Sorry,
ahead.
guys. I forgot.
Roast it out.
My fucking boss is a fucking jerk off, fucking ass fucking bandit who knows nothing about what the fuck is going on in her fucking company. She's a fucking moron, and I made her fucking cry, and everyone makes her cry, and she cries, and she's not supposed to cry because she's a fucking boss. She's a leader. She's a fucking team. She's the quarterback, and she fucking cries when she throws a goddamn incompletion. Fuck you. All right, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
That's fucking Drinking the fucking
God.
Theory. I'll fucking see you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.